If you are a disciplined woman who wants to feel good in her body and see good results, but yet you feel exhausted, inflamed, or like your body's letting you down, keep watching because in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that I learned the hard way and put into practice that ultimately led me to the transformation I was searching for. I want you to know that there is hope. It could be as simple as changing the order of what you prioritize that finally brings your body back into balance. I know this because I lived it. At one point, I was working out 6 to 7 days a week, eating perfectly clean, tracking macros, and doing all of the right things. And my body was not getting better, it was getting worse. What changed everything wasn't a new diet, it wasn't a new workout plan. It was learning how to work with my body instead of trying to control it. For years, I thought exhaustion was just part of being committed. I trained hard, I ate clean, borderline obsessive, I never skipped workouts, I did what disciplined women do, and yet I was increasingly becoming more inflamed. My energy was zero, my stress felt constantly high, and my labs showed I had low thyroid hormones, cortisol dysregulation, nutritional deficiencies, and more. To top it off, my body composition was actually getting worse. If you've been here, you know that that is like the ultimate frustration, to be doing everything that you know how to do, and yet it feels like your body's resisting you. On paper, I was doing all the right things. What I didn't understand, but I now know, was that my body wasn't failing me. It was protecting me. My nervous system was overwhelmed, my hormones were taxed, my identity was wrapped around controlling the outcomes instead of supporting the way my body actually functions. Once I surrendered that mindset and changed the order of priorities for my health, everything started to shift. So the first thing I did is realize that, ladies, if you're exhausted but doing all the standard healthy things, your body's probably in protection mode. Most women don't realize this. Your body doesn't care how clean you eat or how hard you train if it perceives constant stress. Overtraining, under recovery, mental pressure is all signaling to the body to go into survival mode. Exhaustion, inflammation, stress are all signals, not weaknesses. Those are symptoms. They're driven by how your body's responding to the inputs that you're giving it. Before you demand your body to change, you have to ask, is my body feeling safe and stable enough to change? Here are some areas to reflect on and decide if there are opportunities for you to improve on. Do you have consistent balanced energy throughout the day, or are you running on adrenaline? Are you eating enough to compensate for your training, your stress, your current body composition, or are you pushing through on empty? Does sleep actually feel restorative, or are you waking up exhausted? Are you training in a way that challenges you without constantly draining you? Can your nervous system handle stressors, or do you feel like you're living in fight or flight mode? When something goes wrong in your day, can you let go of the pressure to control that outcome? When your body doesn't feel safe, it doesn't prioritize fat loss, muscle gain, or hormonal balance. It prioritizes survival, and no amount of clean eating or hard workouts can ever override that. You can't force hormonal balance, but you can create the conditions for it. I used to think control was discipline. Tracking everything, never missing a workout, always pushing, just work harder because results will come. But control actually increases stress. When I shifted to supporting recovery, regulating my nervous system, eating and training in a way that matched my season of life and my stress load, my body stopped resisting. Hormones respond to order, not effort. The third thing that I realized in this journey is that health gets easier when it aligns with who you are, not who you're trying to become to control the outcome. This was the deepest shift for me. I had to separate my identity from how my body looked, how hard I trained, how much weight I could lift, how perfect my habits were. When I aligned health with who I was created to be, not who I thought I had to be to get to that end result, my system started to relax. And when the system relaxed, my body started to change. I started to make decisions surrounding my food, my workouts, my rest from a place of purpose, not pressure. If you're exhausted, inflamed, or stressed despite doing all the right things, your body's not failing. It's not beyond repair. It's asking for a different order. And when you prioritize alignment before your outcomes, support before force, identity before aesthetics, health stops feeling hard. Energy comes back, inflammation calms down, and body composition becomes a result, not a battle. If this video resonated, I'd love for you to stay connected here. This channel is where I break down why doing everything right sometimes stops working and how to support your body in the right order. You can subscribe if you want more conversations like this, and I'll see you in the next video.